Motorcycle line of relay harnesses from Morimoto stands out from their other harnesses because, unlike a car, these are made just for a motorcycle. With a compact central relay, output stemming from one side, input stemming from the other, they are ideally spaced for use on a bike setup. Now, coming from the relay, we have the input. Now, depending on what model harness you have, this input may look a little bit different. It may be a 3-pin like this H4, or a 2-pin like comes on the H7s or H11s, for example. This is what's going to receive the factory signals from the wire harness that currently powers the halogen light bulb on the bike. So in this case, you're going to get the high and low beam signal and also a ground that'll control this relay. That's the input. Also coming from this side of the harness is one power wire which has the inline fuse. This goes to the positive terminal on the bike's battery under the seat. This is the ground for the harness. It goes on the negative terminal on the bike's battery under the seat. So you can see that from the input wires all the way to these, you have plenty of length to go all the way to the back of the bike, through the frame, and under the seat. Now, on the opposite side, this is what's going to go towards the headlight. Again, depending on what harness you have, you may or may not have this exact prescription for outputs. This one is the most complex motorcycle harness, so it has 4. 2 outputs for ballast and 2 outputs for the high beams. Now, the ballast outputs will always have the yellow rubber grommet and the black and the blue wire. Sorry, black and red wire. There'll be 2 of these, so in this case, this harness is capable of powering 2 ballasts and 2 bi-xenon projectors. If you have a low beam harness like an H11 or an H7, you won't have these, but you will have basically everything else. So once you set this all up on the bike, you got plenty of length here just to do everything you need. Just zip tie it to the frame, hide it under the fairings. The mesh will help it blend right in with all the factory wiring. It should end up being really clean and provide stable power to your new HID system and be able to utilize that stuff, the factory controls on the handlebar, so that it all works just like it should.